Apparently, anything south of a tuning fork is a violent weapon in Canada. Well, she gone down at this time. So Jessica Yaniv, in my many videos about this person. This is from the National Post. Looks like from a Canadian publication. Says Jessica Yaniv, a transgendered BC activist, says she was arrested for brandishing a taser. As you can see right there in the video, or the still shot, she was being interviewed by Blair White, a transgendered man who became a woman, like Jessica Yaniv. She says, I have to carry pepper spray with me because people are so freaking violent over here. In Canada, Jessica? Highly unlikely, Yaniv said during the debate. This debate is more contentious than the Alex Jones one. At least Alex Jones tried to ask her on a date. Her, him, them, this person, whatever. Jessica Yaniv, a transgender BC woman whose complaints over being refused intimate waxing services sparked wide controversy, was arrested Monday, apparently for brandishing a prohibited weapon during an online debate. Apparently, anything south of a tuning fork is a violent weapon in Canada. Yaniv said officers showed up at her apartment in Langley, BC shortly after the YouTube debate on transgender activism ended. Officer asked her about her stun gun. She said, quote, about 3 minutes after the broadcast ended, I have an RCMP showing up at the door and putting me into cuffs saying I have a prohibited weapon, she said in an interview. She said it's a very loose term, if you will. She, whatever, said that after the release from the holding cells and returned to her apartment, she recalled the RCMP back Tuesday morning to report a child sexual exploitation photo that someone had sent her through Facebook Messenger. Quote, it was a disturbing image, Yaniv said. She urged RCMP to return to her apartment to take a report and information about the message. RCMP detachment in Langley confirmed an arrest and search of a home in an area, but cannot confirm the specific detail, charges, timelines, or named individuals, said Corporal Craig Van Hark. He said RCMP received information and based it on officers have a, quote, an open investigation, an active and ongoing investigation. Van Herk would not confirm or deny the charges or the circumstances behind them or what Yaniv said was the reason by RCMP's return to her apartment. Neighbors of Yaniv confirmed seeing her being taken away in handcuffs. Monday, Yaniv did appear that day side by side in a YouTube video conversation with Blair White, a U.S.-based transgendered woman whose videos often deal with transgendered issues. During the heated YouTube debate, viewed by the Post, White harshly criticized Yaniv's tactics, actions, and appearance, and Yaniv said she faces harassment and threats because of the prominence of her trans activism. Quote, I have to carry pepper spray with me because are so freaking violent over here, Yaniv said during a debate. She then stood up from her seat in front of her computer, rummaged around inside her apartment for a moment before returning. Quote, I should not have to literally have something like this, she said. I do not need to be scared of my own house, she said, then held up a stun gun and zapped it towards the camera, emitting a flash and a crackle. Which is illegal in Canada, just saying, she said. Ho ho ho! Ooh. Conducted energy weapons, also known as stun guns, or the brand name type taser, as well as pepper spray are considered prohibited weapons. Of course they are in Canada. In the hands of the public. Of course they are. She said officers took 2 stun guns, pepper spray, and a bear spray from her apartment. Yaniv, however, said the charge is unfair because she has repeatedly told police about her stun guns and repellent sprays, saying they are for her, wink, personal protection. She, wink, said that several times when the RCMP, which provides municipal policing in Langley, came to take her reports of harassment or threats, she's warned them, and she had weapons in the home. Quote, I say, hey, you want to know what? For your safety and my safety, I do have weapons in the house. I do have a taser. It's locked up. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you. They all say, seen it. They're cool with it. And now all of a sudden they're not cool with it. Well, you kind of forced their hand there. moving right along. A little aggro, if you will. See, says Yaniv, however, said her arrest and police search are unfair because she has repeatedly told police about her stun guns and repellent sprays, saying they are for her personal protection. Again, cops don't have to arrest anybody at any time, even if you break the law. They just might not think you're worth the time and effort. This time, they thought she was a time and effort to be messed with. She said several times the RCMP, which also provides municipal policing in Langley, came to take her reports on harassment or threats. She warned them that she had weapons in the home. I say, hey, you know what? For our safety and our safety to have weapons in the house. And they all seemed they were cool with it. I think I repeated that, but so what? RCM could not confirm these alleged prior interactions. Largy said she was looking into the allegations. Let's see. Yaniv said that at the time of her arrest Monday, she had a seizure and was first taken to a hospital rather than the RCMP detachment. After tests and examination, she was taken to the detachment and locked in a cell. Because of her sudden departure, she said her apartment was left unsecured, requiring an RCMP officer to stand guard outside her home for 8 hours. RCMP also could not confirm these events. The timing of events became important after someone on social media said that lengthy RCMP presence at her apartment suggested a far-reaching and invasive search was underway. Yaniv became a controversial public figure after she made numerous complaints to the BC Human Rights Tribunal against beauty salon owners who refused to provide her waxing services. By the way, about 16 of them. She said she was refused waxing of arms, eyebrows, as well as her genital area. By the way, she still has her twigs and berries, if you know what I mean. So it's not just a simple procedure. She still has male genitalia, but earlier said she is on the wait list for genital surgery. She's taken female hormones and has largely changed her name and sex on official documents. Legally, excuse me. Largely. What a pun. Yaniv is subject to several allegations of harassment, including claims she has a history of vulgar, sexualized communication with teenage girls, at least one of whom has contacted a national tip line for reporting the sexual exploitation of children. Yaniv has denied these allegations. Okay, there's that. So yeah, she was arrested for not what we thought she'd be arrested for, but she was arrested for discharging her. Man, that just sounds bad if I say it that way, but discharging her weapon. That's illegal apparently in Canada. Imagine that. But again, we live in this clown world, and it's seeped across the borders from the north, or is it the other way around? Nah, who knows? But in this instance, she is still innocent until proven guilty. But it looks like she did, produce a weapon, or a defensive weapon, whatever you want to call it, on the Blair White, when she was being interviewed by Blair White. So there's that. So again, she done messed up, and I really hope that she's not, the person is not messing around with children, because that'd be messed up. There's a special place in hell for people like that. But again, innocent until proven guilty. And again, do I have to say this? Not all trans people are like this. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways, there's an update for that. And we'll see you in another future video. Hopefully, not that.